So, I've been diving into both Wuthering Waves and Honkai Star Rail, and as a new player to both, I wanted to share my honest thoughts on how they compare. Two huge gacha games, two very different experiences. Here's what stood out to me as a new player in both Wuthering Waves and Honkai Star Rail. Okay, I'm gonna start off on how I got into gacha games in the first place. Earlier this year, towards the end of April, I was on my TikTok For You page and I got an edit of Castris and I immediately thought she looked so cool. My favorite color is purple, she had a scythe, I was like, say less, what game is she in, I need to download it. Downloaded Honkai Star Rail and then just started playing through it, immediately fell in love. So the actual day I started Honkai Star Rail, I think Castris had 2 days left on her banner. So I was like, I've got to pull her, oh my gosh, so I started grinding this game. My second 10 pull, y'all, in this game, and I pulled 2 copies of Castris and a copy of Gallagher. I'm just gonna post my reaction here because I'm sure, as you can imagine, I had no idea what was going on, but I was happy about it. So I'm gonna put that clip in right here for you. Let's go! Let's go! Huh? Bro, I got her twice? Okay, so I clipped this using metals, so I'm sorry if you hear any weird noises, but I just had to put that clip in here because I honestly think it's still so funny to this day. Kind of crazy how my first ever gacha game, second 10 pull, and I'm pulling 2 copies of like the character. So anyways, I started grinding Star Rail. Then I'd say in about, I think it was June, I had got a TikTok, another TikTok on my For You page. I don't know if y'all noticed the trend here, but it was a video comparing, I think it's Skirk from Genshin Impact, comparing them to Cardathea. And I was like, oh my gosh, this Cardathea girl looks so cool. What game is this? And it was like, it's Wuthering Waves. I looked it up. I had heard it mentioned in some YouTube videos because I was watching a lot of Star Rail videos at the time. So then I decided to download Wuthering Waves, especially when I saw it was on Steam because I just love games that are on Steam. It's just so easy. Like I can track my hours. And anyways, I downloaded the game, started playing. First anniversary, so I was getting a ton of pulls, all sorts of stuff. And then that's when I started trying to pull for Cardathea. Okay, so my first 10 pull in Wuthering Waves, I got a legendary character. I lost the 50-50 and I got Encore, which I was super happy about because Encore is still a part of my like core 3 teams to this day. I love her. She does so much damage, especially my Mono Fusion team. So I wasn't like too upset about it. I'm like freaking out, you know, I got the 5-star character in my first 10 pull. So then I think I pulled, I want to say it was about 30 to 40 more times. And y'all are not going to believe me when I say I pulled 2 copies of Cardathea in the same 10 pull. So of course I made sure to clip this. So I'm going to go ahead and drop that clip for y'all to watch right here. Let's go! Let's freaking go. Let's freaking
The crown of winds has been engulfed by the sea. Tell me,
gosh.
are you the one who summoned this blade?
No. I pulled 2 copies. I pulled 2
Crown
copies.
of winds.
Bro, this is Castris all over again. This
Has
is,
been
oh
engulfed
my
by the
gosh.
sea.
I just pulled 2 copies in one 10 pull.
Tell me, are
You're
you the one who
joking.
summoned this blade?
Oh my gosh, there's no way. There's actually no way. That's insane. I'm speechless. I'm speechless. I think what really drew me into both of these games initially was the characters. I absolutely loved the character designs. I thought they were so cool. And then the stories obviously brought me in as well. I love the idea of the story behind Wuthering Waves, the resonators, the tacit fields, the tacit discords, everything, the characters, how they relate to each other. It was just so beautifully done. I actually really enjoyed playing through that story. And then you have Star Rail. I loved this story from the second it started. I really enjoyed it. Now, Penacony was a bit drawn out for me because I think I was just so excited to get into Inforius. I know a lot of people didn't like it, but I loved Inforius mainly because I love the characters. But the voice acting in Honkai Star Rail, aside from when they don't put voice acting in, is really good. And the visuals, they're just stunning. I mean, the characters' ultimates, it's like a whole trailer in an ultimate. I mean, it's crazy. I love them so much. And as far as story progression goes, Wuthering Waves was very quick for me. I caught up to the main story within probably 2 weeks of playing the game. Now, that is also because Wuthering Waves has been out for a year less than Honkai Star Rail. But I will say Honkai Star Rail's story has taken me a long time to complete. I love Star Rail's turn-based battle system. I actually am a really huge fan of Pokemon, and it reminds me a lot of that. And then on the other hand, I also adore Wuthering Waves combat. I play a lot of first-person shooters, fighting games, and this game is just so fun. The combat is so rewarding, and it's just visually pleasing. I mean, both of them are. And the one thing I really have to say is Wuthering Waves makes it so difficult for me to try and skip characters. After pulling for Kartithia, I had the new Resonator Convene banner and I got to pick Shorekeeper, so I pulled her. Then after Shorekeeper, I pulled Lupa, and I pulled their weapons as well. Not Shorekeeper, she's using Variation. But after pulling Lupa, then I pulled Frolova and her weapon, then I pulled Cancerella, I pulled Brant and his weapon, and now I'm already saving all my asteroids to try and pull Augusta, Yuno, and Chikona. And then don't even get me started on Galbrina and Chisa because I cannot wait for them to release. And for Star Rail, after pulling Castris, it was the, I want to say Dr. Ratio and Anaxa banner. I pulled on the Anaxa banner quite a few times because I knew I was going to get the Herda next patch. Did not get him. But the next patch, I got the Herda, her Light Cone, as well as Hyacinth. Oh my gosh, Hyacinth, #1 favorite character in the game, just from a pure battle standpoint. She's like the MVP in my teams. So after pulling on Hyacinth's banner, I got Cypher. After Cypher, I got Tribby, Finon, and then I tried to get Sunday, but of course I lost my 50-50 on him. So I'm still sad I did not get him. But after that, I randomly decided I was definitely going to get Saber before she disappears because I love the Fate series. 40 pulls on her banner. I'm not joking, 40 pulls on her banner. Guess who pulls 2 copies of Saber? That is like the best character I could have asked to pull 2 copies for. So I'm not going to put that clip here, but you guys let me know if y'all want to see that clip because I'm sure y'all can imagine my reaction. That one was a bit crazier than the other 2. But anyways, after pulling Saber, I pulled Kafka and then as well as Hysolence. And I will be saving my Stellar Jades to pull. I would like to pull multiple copies of Evernight as well as her Light Cone because she looks amazing. I'm so excited. Honkai Star Rail and Wuthering Waves are both games I definitely recommend to anyone. If you've played one and haven't played the other, give the other a try. Now they're different, but that's what makes them so enjoyable, is because I can split my time equally and I'm not getting like bored, tired. I'm loving both. It's so much fun. Now, I could compare Genshin Impact and Wuthering Waves, but I won't do that since I haven't played Genshin, and I will not be playing Genshin because how are you supposed to start playing Genshin after playing Wuthering Waves first? That's crazy. I tried the other day. I've tried before. Not happening. I want to thank you guys for watching the video. If you watched up until this point, feel free to drop a like if you enjoyed the video, as well as comment ways for me to improve because I'm sure there's a lot. But I've been absolutely loving these games, if you could not tell by the constant glaze I have been putting on, but they're just that good, so I have to. But thank you guys, feel free to subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace!